Hi guys, it's Miss Medical here. So today we'll be talking about Tetrology of Fallot, also known as TOF. So a normal heart will have a blood system of a cycle like this. Oxygen poor blood will go through here. The right atrium, which is right here, and the right ventricle. So the normal blood system of the right atrium and right ventricle goes like this. It goes to the lungs. And for the left atrium and the left ventricle, it goes like this, and it goes to the body from the aorta, right here. But a tetralogy of Fallot means one part is separated, for example, this area. So, whenever the oxygen poor blood goes through the right atrium and the right ventricle, and whenever the oxygen rich blood goes through the left atrium and the left ventricle, they mix. And it's very no good. And when the mixed blood goes to the lungs and through the aorta, it will ruin the body's organs. And even worse, sometimes the opening and closing parts of the left ventricle will be missing. So whenever the oxygen poor blood goes through the right atrium and the left ventricle, this has a very tight closing, so it's not that easy to get through. But since the closing of the aorta is missing, it will choose to go to the more welcomed place, the aorta, which because it's oxygen poor blood, it will make the body lose oxygen, which is not very healthy. Let me explain more at this part. So when the oxygen poor blood comes and the oxygen rich blood comes, usually the oxygen rich blood goes to the right ventricle because it is delivered to the body, so it needs more powerful strength. So it usually gushes over to the right ventricle. But then the right ventricle needs to work harder so it can give some oxygen poor blood to the lungs. So it increases its power and gushes it over to the left ventricle. And it keeps on repeating. And then it will mix in the middle, and it will go to both sides of the body, which is, I told you already, unhealthy. So usually they just heal on their own. But If it doesn't heal on its own, surgery will be needed. A plaster will be sewed on. So, the oxygen-rich blood would not be able to pass over to the right ventricle, and it will easily reach the aorta. And same for the oxygen-poor blood. Bye.